Good morning, dear students. Our next session that is regarding this condensed heterocyclics, that is condensed 5-membered heterocyclics. Condensed 5-membered heterocyclics. Condensed ring means it can be a 6-membered ring condensed into a 5-membered ring or two 6-membered rings. So here we will be discussing this condensed 5-membered ring. That means one 6-membered and one 5-membered heterocyclic ring. And the first compound you have to study, that is indole. Indole. Indole, the molecular formula, it is C8H7N. C8H7N, and also the structure of indole, it is like this. It is the first one, it is a 6-membered ring, then condensed with a 5-membered ring. So this is a 5-membered ring, and also at this position one nitrogen is there. Okay, so this is the structure of indole, a 6-membered ring, then a 5-membered ring with NH. And also this indole, it is obtained from it is one of the degradation products of indigo. Degradation products of indigo. Degradation products of indigo, and also it is present in jasmine flowers. Present in jasmine flowers. Then orange blossom oil, etc. Orange blossom oil, etc. Then the next is preparation. Coming to the method of preparation, the first one, it is very important, that is Fischer indole synthesis. Fischer indole synthesis. Fischer, F-I-S-C-H-E-R, Fischer's indole synthesis. Fischer's indole synthesis. See, for this synthesis, the starting compound is pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is CH3COOH. That is pyruvic acid. And also this the reaction is that when the phenyl hydrazone of pyruvic acid, it is heated with zinc chloride. As a catalyst. The product obtained is indole 2-carboxylic acid. And this indole 2-carboxylic acid on decarboxylation, that means minus CO2 removal of carbon dioxide, gives indole. So this is the method of preparation from phenyl hydrazone of pyruvic acid. Phenyl hydrazine, the formula is C6H5NH2, isn't it? C6H5NH2, that is phenyl hydrazone. Then phenyl hydrazone, and the derivative of pyruvic acid, phenyl hydrazone pyruvic acid, that means the structure will be like this. This is the C6H5 part, NH2. So here this NH2 and pyruvic acid will be condensing together. This is pyruvic acid, CO, then CH3COOH, pyruvic acid. Okay, this is pyruvic acid, CH3COOH. See here, one of the H2 from nitrogen, it will be condensing with the oxygen, so that the product is C6H5NH, N double bond C, then CH3COOH. Okay, that product I am writing here as phenyl hydrazone pyruvic acid. Okay, so C6H5NH, then N, single bond N, then double bond C. Okay, double bond C, then CH3, then COOH. Okay, the same portion I am writing here. So this is pyruvic acid, phenyl hydrazone. Pyruvic acid, phenyl hydrazone. Pyruvic acid, phenyl hydrazone. This on heating with zinc chloride. On heating with zinc chloride, minus 1 molecule of ammonia. Ammonia is eliminated, and the product, it will be like this. You have to write down the reaction directly. no need of mechanism. See here the product is like this, NH, then single bond, then at the second position COH. Okay, numbering starts from this nitrogen. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, etc. So at the second position COH group is there. So this compound is indole 2 carboxylic acid. This compound is indole 2 carboxylic acid. Then again, what is the next step? Again on decarboxylation. 250 degrees Celsius heating. What happens? One molecule of CO2 will be eliminated. That is, this CO2 will be eliminated. So the product will be NH double bond. Okay, so this compound is indole. So this is the method of preparation of indole from phenyl hydrazone pyruvic acid. Okay, first of all you have to condense phenyl hydrazone and pyruvic acid. One molecule of water will be eliminated. The condensed product on treating with zinc chloride, ammonia will be eliminated, and you have to write directly this indole 2 carboxylic acid. Again on heating to 250 degrees Celsius, carbon dioxide will be removed and we will be getting indole. Okay. Then the next is another one, named synthesis. It is also important. The named reactions you should study very well. Then the next synthesis, that is the Maitland synthesis. Maitland synthesis. See here, cyclization reaction takes place. Cyclization means the ring formation take place, and cyclization of ortho-acyl amidotoluene. Cyclization of ortho-acyl amidotoluene takes place, and for the cyclization a strong base is used. Strong base means sodamide, NaNH2, or tertiary butoxide, TBuO-, tertiary butoxide is used. Okay, cyclization of ortho-acyl amidotoluene in presence of any of these strong bases, that is sodamide or tertiary butoxide. So the reaction, it is like this. First of all you have to write ortho-acyl amidotoluene. So this is a toluene derivative, right? So first of all you have to write toluene, and toluene, the CH3 group at this position. Okay, this is toluene. Then at the ortho position, this is the ortho position. So here ortho-acyl amido group means it will be NHCOR. This is acyl group. RCO is acyl group, then amido group, that is NH. Okay, so at the ortho position, acyl group along with amido group, that is RCONH. Acyl chloride, you know, RCOCl, this is acyl chloride. Okay, so while this chlorine part is eliminating, this is acyl group, RCO, then amido group. So this is ortho-acyl amidotoluene. Then this compound on two types of reactions. First one, in presence of sodamide, we can use either of the two strong bases. Okay, that is NaNH2. The product will be like this, the 6-membered ring, then comes the 5-membered ring NH. Then at this position, at the second position, R group will be introduced. Okay, at the second position R group will be introduced. Then the next reaction, that is with tertiary butoxide, TBuO-, the same product is obtained, that is benzene ring, then the next 5-membered ring NH, then again R. Okay, both of them gives the same product. So we are using any of these bases, NaNH2 or tertiary butoxide, the product will be the same. So here the cyclization of the ring takes place. See here we will be using only one 6-membered ring. After the reaction, what happens? The ring is closed, or the cyclization of the ring takes place. We will be obtaining a 5-membered ring also. Then you have to go through the mechanism of this particular reaction. Mechanism. So first of all you have to write this ortho-acyl amidotoluene. CH3 group, I am writing it as CH2H. Okay, CH2H, I am splitting it and writing. Then NHCOR in presence of tertiary butoxide, TBuO-. So first of all this hydrogen will be removed as H+, and this H plus will be abstracted by this tertiary butoxide ion. Okay, so that it becomes TBuOH. So what happens to this electron pair? The electron pair will be moving to this carbon atom, so that this carbon CH2 group will be getting a negative charge. Okay, this hydrogen will be abstracted by this tertiary butoxide, so that it will be eliminated as TBuOH. Then this electron pair will be moving to this carbon atom, so that this carbon atom will be getting a negative charge. Okay, so we can write that reaction, 6-membered ring. Then here this CH2 will be getting a negative charge with an electron pair. Okay, then the remaining portion, that is NH, then C double bond O, then R. Okay, NHCOR. NHCOR. Then in the next step, this electron pair will be moving to this carbon atom. Okay, this negative charge will be moving to this carbon atom. So what happens? This double bond will be shifting to this oxygen. Okay, negative charge will be attacking this carbon. The double bond will be shifting to this oxygen atom. So what happens? A bond is formed between these two carbon atoms. Again, double bond, then CH2. Okay, the CH2 I am writing here, and I am writing it as CH2 itself. Okay, CH2, then again here CO, C single bond O minus, isn't it? C single bond O minus, then R, then again what is the other term? Then NH. Okay, C single bond O minus R. Okay, so here ring closure takes place, isn't it? In this step ring closure occurs. Then the next step is that one of the hydrogens, it is abstracted by this O minus. Okay, so this hydrogen will be eliminated as proton, and this hydrogen will be abstracted by this O minus. Okay, then so what happens to this electron pair? This electron pair will be moving to this position, so that here a double bond comes. Okay, single bond C, one of the hydrogen, it is abstracted by O minus, so that here it becomes CH. Okay, CH, the electron pair hydrogen, it is removed as proton, so the electron pair will be shifting to this position, so here it becomes a double bond C, then NH. Okay, then here it becomes O minus, it changed to OH, then here it becomes R. Okay, so this is the next step. Then in the next step, elimination of water takes place, minus H2O. Elimination of water. So this water is eliminated from these two positions, that is one hydrogen. Sorry, water will be eliminated from this OH will be eliminated as OH will be removed as OH minus. Okay, OH will be removed as OH minus. So here it becomes C6H5, then CH, sorry, here one mistake occurred. See here one H plus is added. Okay, this proton is not abstracted at this position. That means one H plus is added to this position, not this hydrogen. Okay, one H plus is added to this O minus, so that at this point I will be telling you once more. Okay, sorry for the mistake. Mechanism. I made one mistake in between. C6H5, then CH2, then H, then NH, COR, then in presence of tertiary butoxide TBuO minus. So this hydrogen will be abstracted by TBuO minus, so that it be eliminated as TBuOH. Okay, so we will be getting like this, C6H5, then single bond CH2. So this hydrogen, this electron pair will be shifting to this carbon atom. So this carbon will be getting a negative charge. then NH, then C double bond O R. Okay, then in the next step, one H plus addition. So here this negative charge will be moving to this carbon atom. So this electron pair will be shifting to O minus. So the ring closure occurs at this position. Then this we can draw it as a straight line. CH2, negative charge will be attacking this carbon atom, so that this becomes C single bond O minus, then R, then NH, then CO. Okay, then in the next step, so here we will be having CH2. I am writing it as CH2. Okay, 2 hydrogens are there. Then in the next step, one H plus is added. So this H plus will be attacking this position. So it will be like this. C H2, then C NH, then so this H plus will be joining this OH, O minus, and it becomes OH. Okay. Then in the next step, elimination of water. Okay. So here what I had made the mistake is that one H plus is to be added, so that this H plus is joining O minus. Okay, so that it becomes OH. Not this hydrogen is removed. So in the next step, this hydrogen and this oxygen or OH will be removed as water. Okay, both of them will be eliminated as water. So here a double bond will be occurring. Then CH. Okay, then here CR, double bond, then NH. Okay, so this is the product. So this is the mechanism of cyclization. So this is the steps. I hope you are clear. This is at this position, one H plus is joining, attacking this O minus. Okay, H plus is attacking O minus, so that it becomes OH. Then elimination of water, that is one of the hydrogen from CH2 and OH from this C carbon atom is eliminated as water. So a double bond will be occurring. That is the last step. Okay, so that is the mistake I had made. Please excuse me. Okay. Then the next is coming to the properties. First one, the physical properties. Physical properties. It is a colorless crystalline solid. Colorless crystalline solid. Then the next point, melting point is 52 degrees Celsius. Then flowery odor, flower smell. Already I told you it is extracted, it can be extracted from jasmine oil also, isn't it? It has a flowery odor. Then soluble in hot water. Soluble in hot water, alcohol and ether. Soluble in hot water, alcohol and ether. Okay, so these are the physical properties just for your information. Then the next is chemical properties. Chemical properties means the reactions which quinoline is giving. Not quinoline, indole is giving. Okay, so almost it resembles pyrrole in the electrophilic substitution reaction. And also the electrophilic substitution reaction, what are the electrophilic substitution reactions? Halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, etc. And this electrophilic substitution reactions will be taking place at the third position. Okay, because at the third position only the carbocations are stable. So electrophilic substitution will be occurring at the third position than the second position. Then the first reaction, that is the Manish reaction. This is named reaction, it is very important. Manish reaction. So Manish reaction is that indole plus formaldehyde, indole plus formaldehyde plus dimethylamine. Indole plus formaldehyde plus dimethylamine gives this Manish reaction. The product is gramine, Gramine. The product is gramine. The reaction between indole, formaldehyde and dimethylamine gives gramine. Let us go through the reaction. So first of all, write the structure of indole. NH plus, see here one hydrogen is present, isn't it? Indole plus formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is HCHO, isn't it? HCH double bond O, formaldehyde, plus dimethylamine. So dimethylamine means the two hydrogen atoms are replaced by, in ammonia, two hydrogens are replaced by two methyl groups. That is dimethylamine. That is, sorry, NH3. The two hydrogens are replaced by CH3 groups, 2CH3. So what happens? It becomes NHCH3 twice, isn't it? So this is dimethylamine, NHCH3 twice, CH3 twice, CH3 twice NH. Okay. So this is the reaction. So here elimination of water takes place. Elimination of water. So one hydrogen, then from at this position oxygen atom, and from this position hydrogen. So one molecule of water is eliminated. So the product is like this, C6H5. You have to just join this and write NH, then here CH2 group. Okay, CH2, then NCH3 twice. So this compound is gramine. 3-dimethyl amino methyl indole. Okay, so this compound is gramine.